What comedian has never ever made you laugh? All of the ones who think yelling equals funny. Mario Barth. In Germany, he is the most successful comedian and holds the world record for largest audience of a comedy show. He filled up the whole Berlin Olympic Stadium. But I mean, Hitler did as well. He is awful. Says nothing good about my people's humor. Edit. Damn, he must be so universally hated and unfunny that this is now the top comment in a non-German subreddit. Ellen. Watched entire comedy special with family. Not one laugh entire time from anyone. James Corden. He makes the hair on the back of my neck stand up and I'm not sure exactly why. Brendan Schaub. Lily Singh. Watched that documentary where they paid audience members to clap and laugh on cue at her shows. Eye-opening. What do you think is the greatest threat to the United States? Call is coming from inside the house on this one. As a nation of free men we shall live through all time, or die by suicide. Honest Abe Lincoln. 20 years prior to the American Civil War. Politics being ran like sports games. We need ranked voting, and we need it real bad. Corporations and their insidious influence on our lawmakers. The fact that there is a solid percentage of Americans that want an authoritarian government as long as it is their authoritarian government. Lack of critical thinking. Particularly, my ignorance is as valid as your knowledge. That chain of stupidity has become the marching drum of the future death squads. Who would you put in the same category of evil as Hitler? Pol Pot. I was gonna say this guy. Absolute lunatic with a ton of power. Cambodia still has issues because of him. Reinhard Heydrich, also known as the Butcher of Prague. Thank fuck he was assassinated. He was nicknamed the young evil god of death and Hitler called him the man with the iron heart. Heinrich Himmler. I disagree. I think he deserves a higher category of evil than Hitler. Joseph Mengele, Slayer based angel of death on his butchery in the name of Hitler. Pol Pot. Killed 1/4 of the population. Absolute madness that they had a seat at the UN whilst he was in power. King Leopold II of Belgium. He needs to be more well known. I read a book in college on Belgium's evils in the Congo called King Leopold's Ghost and it's still one of the best books I've ever read. What is the most f***ed up thing you saw someone do in a public place? Saw a coworker take off his shoe and sock, pull up his foot, and bite his toenails during a work meeting at the office. A scary-ass woman was yelling at people in a store. The manager told her to leave. She screamed insults at him as security escorted her out. When I left the store, she was still screaming at him. He was blocking her from going back into the store. Then she did something I never thought I'd see in my entire life. She reached into her pants, pulled out a bloody tampon and threw it at the manager. She missed but it stuck to the glass door. She laughed as she ran off. I wanted to vomit. Goddammit fucking holy shit. I never want to see anything like that again. What's the most pleasant sensation or experience no one talks about? Waking up and you just mentally feel good. Seeing my adult kids all sitting at my dinner table laughing and enjoying a home-cooked meal. Writing with a really smooth pen that just glides across the paper. When you are bloated up with gas and finally let the big one out and you feel the pressure leave your body. Drinking water when you're really thirsty. Coming home and having someone be genuinely excited to see you again. Clearing a water-clogged ear. That little runoff of what feels like extremely hot water, liquid down your neck signaling that your wax tea is done.